for the Australian Turf Club Behind the Barriers. Wendy Roche, how are you, my friend?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. I love this place.
Yes.
I love Warwick Farm.
It's excellent, Warwick Farm, isn't it? Great atmosphere, country, it's lovely.
Tell me about when you first came here, and tell me now, say 3.5 years on, what it's been and meant to you, this place.
It's sort of made me grow as a person and a trainer due to the fact of all the other trainers around us. Like, it's grown a lot. We've got, like, Bjorn was starting then. We've now got Kieran Ma, you know. When I came, it was just Clary. And I don't mean just Clary, like, he's a multiple Golden Slipper winner and everything. And, you know, a lot of people's mentor and idol, and you just follow Clary. And I love it here at Warwick Farm. Although we've lost Riley's and the river, but we still all go down to the river and the polo fields. And, you know, it's so close to the city, but you're in the country. It's excellent. And
the thing about the Australian Turf Club, it has been your field of dreams in a lot of ways when you think about Randwick. Natoyer's 5 wins at Randwick.
Well, amazingly, like, everyone wants to win a Group 1 at Randwick, and amazingly I've won the Doncaster, you know, Australia's top 5 Group 1s at Royal Randwick and, you know, the Royal Mile. And Nettoyer, you know, which is my pin-up horse at the moment, she loves Royal Randwick, which is the ATC. She started off her first race here at Warwick Farm, trialled at Natori and had her first race over 1400 here at Warwick Farm. But, you know, this track is suited to on-pace, short course horses. Well, not short course, but have to be on the pace, but she doesn't suit her, but suits a lot of other horses of mine that are coming up. The
thing about Natori, and we'll talk about the Doncaster in just a tick, but tell us about that maiden win, because the way she wins races is extraordinary. We've seen Winks, obviously, and you don't want to make comparisons, but she's such an athlete.
Well, I wish she was a Winks, because I'd be a lot more wealthier in my pocket. But, you know, she wins like Winks and Chautauqua, you know, in the sense like the...
Well, that maiden, tell us about the maiden.
Well, the maiden she won at Royal Randwick I was in Queensland when she won that, and I had to send colours and papers back through to Sydney and chartered a plane to do it, so because I thought she would win. And, you know, she won by 10 lengths, and I don't think many horses have won at Royal Randwick by 10 lengths, let alone their first, you know, maiden in a benchmark 70. It was restricted to, you know, 3-year-olds, but you still got to do it. She showed glimpses of, you know, being a champion, in the sense that I suppose she is now a Group 1 winning champion that I've seen that not many other people have wanted to see, because she's sort of been, you know, a favourite smasher, really. She's like, comes from behind, she wins at odds. You know, she's a punter's, you know, dream horse when she's on song.
And Rachel just had her 3 wide, and what did you say to her?
Well, I wasn't there, but I told Clary Connors to give her the instructions, and he wouldn't do it. So I had to, like, he said, "You're wasting your time, I don't want to be here. This is a joke, Wendy." And I said, "Oh, whatever, Clary, just sell the horse and go and give the phone to Rachel, you know, so she can hear it, and I'll give her the instructions." And I just said, just sit 3 wide and enjoy the ride and let her do it herself. She'll do it.
What did Clary say afterwards?
He didn't answer his phone for a long time.
That's funny. Okay, let's go to a couple of races before the Doncaster. We're at Randwick. Yep. Huey Bowman's on board.
Yeah, Huey took the ride. Huey, will tell you, if Huey and I were both here, it would probably be an interesting story. Huey sort of, you know, he took the ride, he didn't know who she was. He sort of cursed his manager. I didn't know this. And I didn't know till after the race, 3 hours after the race, because I didn't hear his interview. And he said, you know, he told me it was virtually like a Winks win.
Natoya's coming with a huge run late. A huge run, Natoya, going to Arathea, and Natoya got up to win it.
He told me I was kidding myself. He didn't think it should win first up. You know, and he's probably right, but I know her too well. And her win was, you know, like Chautauqua and Winks, like and the Doncaster win, she come from behind. He given her an incredible ride, he was patient and, you know, got to the line super, but again, Royal Randwick and a mile.
And didn't look like a winner.
No.
But for people that didn't know, obviously you have immense faith. Let's get to the Doncaster, because no one there, no crowd.
No, not one person.
A jockey that very few people knew about, or they knew him, but anyone outside of racing wouldn't.
No.
It was a strange day.
Surreal, but it was eerie. Like, it was like an atom bomb had gone off, and we all were allowed outside for the first time. And I suppose that's the only way to explain. You know, I suppose your first Group 1 win, you celebrate it with lots of people and the atmosphere and everything, and I guess, you know, it was just very eerie. Like, James summed it up in saying it was surreal, but I would say eerie. You know, just very eerie. It's even to this day, the win is still emotional win, you know, and it's her pattern of racing. You know, she gets back and she just, you know, does it for the punter, you know, 40 to 1. Flies down the outside, Royal Randwick.
And down the outside is Melody Bell, getting past Conte Patero. Yulong Prince went up the fence. Melody Bell wide out with Brandenburg. And here comes Nettoyer. Nettoyer down the outside, swoops to the front in the Doncaster. From Brandenburg, Star of the Seas getting through. Nettoyer cleans them up in the Doncaster.
What a beautiful horse she is. She's a character. Having a bit of a rest, and I look forward to her coming back. Just quickly, Mother's Day, how did the twins look after you, the 6-year-olds? Harry and Hugo?
Yeah, well, I worked in the morning, obviously, here at Warwick Farm, and then went home and we had pancakes and champagne, and then for dinner they cooked dinner, but I couldn't eat it, but I just drank the wine instead.
Oh, beautiful. Finally, it must have felt all worth it when you won that Group 1, when you think that you travel up to Warwick Farm, which is a great place, from the Southern Highlands every day, every single day. It's a lot of sacrifice, isn't it?
Well, it's not only sacrifice personally, it's also like a lot of driving hours. And I guess it's the fact that, you know, I come to Warwick Farm, and I guess it's the mental fact that it's relaxing, you know, because if it was still the busy atmosphere, it would, you know, it would be a little bit more stressful. But, you know, we come to Warwick Farm, and not only is it, you know, my work and my training facility, it's also a relaxation, and it makes life worth, you know, getting up for every day. And winning the Doncaster, you know, obviously, yes, you know, makes your dreams come true and worth getting out of bed, even more worth getting out of bed. But, you know, the atmosphere here at Warwick Farm also enables you to not be as stressed and be relaxed in such a great environment.
Yeah, well, congratulations on what you've achieved so far. All the best. Always a delight to have a chat. Thanks for talking to us for the Australian Turf Club.
Thank you. Thanks for the ATC.